We'll start today on our backs. And find whatever position is comfortable for you here. It might be nice to bend your knees. You might like resting them together. You might like resting them out apart or just straightening your legs, whatever's most comfortable for you. And same with your hands. You might like to rest them on your body. That sometimes helps if you're struggling for a deep breath. Having the hands there to guide the breath could be useful. Or just open the arms out away from the body, whatever you like. Maybe even having them open. Again, finding your own way. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, then I invite you to do that. And we'll take one deep breath in and exhale out of the mouth and release the weight of the body into the ground. And just feel the body and its heaviness. Maybe feeling the front of the body relaxing in toward the back of the body as the back body relaxes in toward the ground. And also feel the softness in the body, allowing there to be a sense of ease throughout the whole body. Maybe particularly relaxing in the belly, in the face, and in the hands. And then bring your attention to your breath. Notice your breathing. And let's be deliberate about the breath now. Breathing deeply into the belly, feeling the belly expand. And then exhaling, feeling the belly drop again. 2 more breaths into the belly. And then we'll breathe into the belly and then carry the inhale up into the ribs. As you exhale, the ribs contract, the belly drops. First the belly fills, then the ribs expand. And then finally, we'll breathe into the belly, into the ribs, and into the chest. Exhaling, chest, ribs, belly. See if you can maintain that breathing even as you move your body by bending the knees and placing the feet flat on the floor. So we'll do a different breathing pattern now to strengthen our core. We'll inhale deeply And then we'll exhale and we'll actively pull the belly in and contract the muscles in the belly and hold the belly in as you take your next inhale. You should feel that more in the ribs and the chest. And then as you exhale, pull the belly in even more. Really tighten those abdominal muscles on that exhale. And then inhale, relax everything. Full body breath. Exhale, pull the belly in, contract, hold tight in the abs as you take your next breath in. And then as you exhale, pull them in even tighter. And then on your inhale, relax. You can continue like that, or you can bring the hands behind the head. And as you exhale, lift your head off the ground. Stay lifted. Keep the belly contracted as you inhale again. As you exhale, contract the belly and lift a little higher. And then as you inhale, lower down, relax the arms, breathe into the whole body. And then just exhale and curl back up, pulling the belly in. You can stay with the first version if that works for you better. And just continue with whichever way you're doing it at your own pace. So it's a full body breath on the inhale, a contracted belly on the exhale, holding the contraction on the next inhale, tightening the contraction on the second exhale. We'll do one last round. And then once you come down, take the arms overhead, straighten the legs, stretch long, feel the stretch across the belly. Bring the arms back down by your side. Bend your bend your right leg, bringing the right foot onto the floor. And then take the left leg straight, level with the right thigh. Okay. Right foot nice and close to the buttocks, hands down by your side. We're going to inhale, push into that right foot, lift the hips off the ground, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. If you want, you can add arms and take the arms overhead on the inhale and bring them back down on the exhale. If it's too challenging for you to have one leg lifted, just bring that foot down and do both legs instead. Two more on this side. And then switch. Let's do 3 more. Beautiful. Straighten the legs. Shake them out. And then bring your hands under your buttocks, palms down. Lift your head and look at your feet. Lift your feet off the ground. Open the legs wide. Bring them back together. Lift them up and lower them down without touching the ground. Open wide. Bring together. If you want the head to come back down on the ground, if that's starting to ache in your neck, just lower your head. If you want to work harder, remove the hands from under the buttocks. So when you lift the legs, they don't go up to the sky. You want to keep them maybe at like a 45 or 60-degree angle so that you never lose the tension in your abs. One more round. And then release down. Head down, hands release. And just roll your head from side to side. And stay focused on the sensation where the head meets the ground. It'll be moving across your skull as you roll. So just trace that with your awareness. And then come center. And we'll take hold of the right foot around the arch. And then lift the foot up to face the sky. Bring the left arm overhead. And then send the left foot just a little bit over to the right. And send your head and your left arm a little bit over to the right. So we're combining 2 poses. We're doing our crescent and our half baby pose at the same time. Just letting the weight of the right hand be heavy on that foot, dropping that knee down. Feel the breath, feel the stretch. Pay attention to what you're experiencing and see how you can affect it with your breath. Bring your head and arm back to center. Release the left arm down. Bend that left knee and place the right ankle on top of the knee. Bring the hands behind the back of the left leg. Flex both feet. Breathe in deep. Exhale, pull the chin in toward the throat. Press the left foot toward the right foot. And then just explore the fullest expression of inhale that you can bring into this shape. And then rock a little bit from side to side slowly without losing the posture. And release your hands. Extend the right leg out onto the ground. And then bring the left hand around the bottom of the left foot. Lift the foot up to face the ceiling. Take the right arm overhead. And send your right foot a little bit over to the left. Lift your head and send your head and your right arm a little bit over to the left. And then drop the weight of your left elbow. Let the left shoulder drop down, allowing that left hand to be nice and heavy on the foot, sinking the knee toward the floor. Seeing where the breath is most noticeable here. And then maybe if you can bring it into more places, some of the ones that are less obvious to access in this shape. Bring your head and arm back to center. Release the arm by your side. Bend the right leg. Place your left ankle on top of the leg, just above the knee. And your hands clasped behind the back of your thigh. Lifting the right foot to the height of the left foot. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull your chin in toward your throat. Press your right foot toward your left foot. And try not to resist with your left leg. Try to let it surrender to the pressure. And release your hands. Release the feet down. Open the knees out to the side, put the soles of the feet together. You might like to rest your hands at your inner thighs just to create a little bit of weight, or to imagine that you're breathing into your hands. And then lift your head, lift your feet, wrap your hands around your feet, rock lengthwise on your spine, and try to rock all the way up without touching the feet to the ground, just balancing. Keeping the feet off the ground. Let the knees relax down. Pull in with your hands, lift up through your chest, roll your shoulders down your back. Beautiful. Release the feet down. Extend the left leg forward, flexing the foot, right foot into the left thigh. Really engage the leg. So you're pressing the leg down, engaging the quadricep, the big muscle of the thigh. The foot is pulling in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lengthen your spine, reach forward through your chest, fold over your legs, relax your hands, drop your head, bend the elbows, even if they don't actually bend, just keep them soft, and pull back with the left hip crease as you inhale and extend forward through the heart center. Press the right knee down. And then as you exhale, scoop the belly in. Inhale, push down through that left thigh, pull back through the hip, forward through the heart, down through the right knee. Exhale, relax, let go. And then slowly roll yourself up. Reach the arms up overhead. Bring the arms down to the ground behind you, fingers pointing toward your foot. Plant that right foot down on the ground. Lift your hips. Lift your left leg. If that's too hard, the left leg can come down. If you want to make it harder, send the right arm overhead. Beautiful. Bring everything down. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale, bring the arm down inside the leg. Bend the elbow to bring the hand outside the leg. Reach the left hand back and see if the left hand can find the right hand. And if not, just leave the left hand on the ground. We're going to use either the ground or the right hand to roll that left shoulder open. And then look over your right shoulder. Breathe all the way up to the clavicle. And release and change legs. So that right leg is pushing down, the thigh is engaging, the heel is pressing out, the toes are pulling in. Reach up with a breath in. And then extend long through your chest as you fold forward. Relaxing the hands, relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders as the elbows become heavy. And then as you inhale, you pull back with the hip crease, forward through the heart, down through the left knee. As you exhale, the belly scoops in. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale them down to the ground behind you, fingers pointing forward. Take the left foot onto the ground. Push into your hands. Lift your hips. Lift that right leg so the knee is beside the left one. Lift your chest, drop your head back. And if you want more of a challenge, take your left arm overhead. Keep the hips lifted. Keep your upward table. Don't sag the buttocks. Steady your breath. And release everything down. The right leg is straight. The left knee is still bent. And inhale the left arm up. And then bring it inside the thigh. Bend the elbow. Bring the hand outside the thigh. And reach the right hand back. See if you can interlock fingers with the left hand. If not, just keep the hand on the ground and roll that right shoulder open, either by the way you're pressing your hand into the ground or by pulling the right hand with the left hand. And look over your left shoulder. And release. And come on to hands and knees. So we're either going to do a simple cat and cow, if that's what you're feeling will serve you best today, or we're going to do a downward dog and an up dog, or you can do some version. You can do a cow pose and a dog pose. You can modify your downward dog and upward dog by adding a plank and a chaturanga, the yoga push-up, then do your upward dog, then do your downward dog. See what's going to work for you today. Just coordinating whatever movement you're doing with your breath. And the next time you exhale or come into downward dog, stay there. And then roll the elbows down. Roll the shoulders down the back. Drop the heart, drop the head. Press forward into the fingers, especially the index finger and thumb. Press the thighs back, the heels down. Really release the head down. Breathe belly, ribs, chest. And then inhale the right leg up, bend the knee, roll the belly to the right, flex the foot, look under your right arm, press back through that right foot. And then look forward, step the right foot up between your hands. Place the back heel on the ground at an angle. Lift yourself up. And we'll come into warrior one, taking the arms up, but keeping the shoulders down. Front knee moves forward. Left thigh moves back. The left hip moves forward, and you aim the tailbone for the back of your front knee. The arms are lifted, the shoulders are down, the heart lifts, the eyes can lift if you want. So keep pressing back with that left thigh, grounding the foot, and then pressing forward with the tailbone, lifting the chest, breathing deep and slow. And we'll take it into warrior two, turning the belly to the left, opening the arms out straight. We're going to look back at our left hand just to help us roll our belly a little bit more to the left. And then keep the belly there and just turn your head back, looking over your right hand. Ending up looking over the right hand, and then sink down a little bit lower if you can. Relax the shoulders down a little bit more. And then move your inner thighs out away from each other. Just kind of without your hands, I'm using my hands just to show you what I mean. Just kind of roll your thighs open. And left hand comes down onto the back leg. Right palm faces up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lean it back. Reverse warrior. Also called exalted warrior or warrior 1.5. How's your breath? All right, let's bring that right forearm down onto the right leg, index finger to thumb. Left arm reaches overhead. Side angle pose, pushing back through the left foot, forward through the left hand, lengthening that whole side, breathing long and slow and deep. And then send that left arm up in the air. Straighten that right leg. Inhale and exhale, slide down into your triangle pose, turning your gaze up to your left thumb. And then as you inhale, lengthen both sides of the body, even the right ribs. And then as you exhale, drop your left ribs down toward your right ribs. Okay. Now we're going to come on up, sending the arms out. Turn both feet to face the side. And then come down and fold over that right leg. Long, deep breathing. Breathe in so much that it feels like it floats your body up. And then exhale all the air out, sinking your body down. And then bringing the left hand as close to the right foot as possible. If it doesn't reach the ground, then just bring it onto the shin. And then bring the right hand onto the right hip. Inhale and straighten your spine, bringing your chest forward and your hip back. And then exhale, bring your left ribs under, roll your belly up and to the right, and float that right arm up, gazing up at your right thumb, coming into your diagonal angular pose. Feel the breath moving its way through the twist. See if you can deepen the twist as you exhale. Beautiful. Turn the right foot back to face front. Bend the right knee. Take your left hand up to 10 o'clock of the right foot. Kick that back foot up. We're coming into our half move, revolved half move number 2. So right leg is on the ground, left leg is shooting back with energy, with strength. And you're rolling the belly open to the right. Breathing into the whole body. Try to aim the breath to reach your hands and your feet. Beautiful. Right hand comes down, right knee bends, left foot steps back, right foot steps back, coming into plank. Holding plank or modifying plank by bringing the knees down, if that's a better practice for you today. And then we'll come into upward dog. Cobra is an option if upward dog doesn't work for you. If you want to first lower into chaturanga and then come up into upward dog, go ahead. So in upward dog, only your hands and the tops of your feet are on the ground. Your thighs are off the ground. Everything is off the ground, even the knees. And then we roll the shoulders back, reach the heart forward, send the eyes up. Breathe into the belly, breathe into the solar plexus, breathe into the heart. And curl the toes and press back into downward facing dog. Shoulders roll down the back so that as you push forward through the hands, you're not making space in the shoulders. You want to hug the arms into the body so that as you push, you're making space in the spine. Sink the heart. And then lift the left leg up, bend the knee, roll the belly open to face left. Flex the left foot and push it back behind you. Look under your left arm. And then look forward, inhale. Exhale, step that left foot all the way up to the front. Bringing the back heel down. That back foot is on an angle. And then lift yourself up. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Arms lift up. Shoulders pull down. Beautiful. So we're going to bring the left knee forward. Send the right thigh back, really ground into that back heel, and then aim the right hip for the left knee. Inhale and lift the heart. Exhale, aim your tailbone for the back of your left leg. And then open the arms out to the side. See if you can turn your body to the right without collapsing that left knee in. You want to make sure that the left knee stays over the middle toe or so of your left foot. And then again, like we did on the other side, we'll turn our head to the right in order to help us turn our belly to the right. And then we're going to leave the belly like that and just turn the head to the left, looking past your left hand. And then maybe sink down a little bit lower. Equal weight is in the front and back foot, so we're not leaning into the front foot. The body is completely straight up and down. And then we'll roll those inner thighs out. Last breath. Backhand on the back leg. Front palm up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean back. Nice deep bend in that front knee. And come back up. Bring the left hand on top of the left elbow onto the left thigh. That index finger to the thumb. Right arm reaches overhead. Gazing back and up. Pressing back through that right foot. Forward through the right hand. Beautiful. Straighten the front leg, take the right arm up, and then slide the left arm down, coming into triangle, gazing up at your right thumb. Try not to send your butt behind you and your head in front of you. Keep everything in line with that front foot. And then as you inhale, lengthen through the left side. As you exhale, sink the right side down. And then inhale, come up, turn both feet to face right, and then fold over that right leg. Whole body breathing, sinking down with each exhale, relaxing into gravity. And then we'll come into our twist, bringing the right hand to the left foot or onto the shin. Bring the left hand onto the hip. Don't hurry and bring that arm up. That's not going to help you. Keep the hand on the hip and then lift your torso. Try to get it parallel to the ground and inhale and extend forward through the chest and back through the hip. Then twist, turning your belly to the left. Roll the shoulders open, then float the left arm up. Every time you exhale, maybe draw your belly in and toward that left waist and get that twist to deepen a little bit. Okay, turn that left foot to face front again. Bring the right hand up to 2 o'clock of that foot and then lift the right leg. Try to get it parallel to the ground Stay in your twist as you roll open to the left, keeping that left arm up. Engage your back leg. Engage your breath. Good. And then release the foot down alongside the other foot. Bring the arm down, let the knees bend, drop the head. And then keeping your heels on the ground and keeping your knees bent, just lean your buttocks back as far as it'll go without lifting the toes off the ground, without losing your balance. Reaching forward through the hands. If they touch the floor, walk them forward on the floor. If not, just reach forward, sending the hips back, pulling the belly in and back. Beautiful. And then with the chin to the chest, roll yourself up. Reach the arms up. Inhale. And exhale the arms down. And again. And one more. And then just stand for a moment in mountain pose, feet hip width apart, arms relaxed by your side or with the palms facing forward, feet sinking down into the ground, heavy, head lifting up toward the sky, floating, light, shoulders relaxed down. Breathe belly, ribs, chest. And then reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, flat back, straight legs, fold over. Your hands can hang down. You can take opposite elbows. You can bring the hands to the backs of the legs, or you can tuck your hands under your feet if you're able to do that without bending your knees. Open the breath into the body. Pull the belly in and up as you exhale. Okay. Release out of the pose, coming onto your knees. We're going to come into a half headstand. If anybody is able to and wants to do a full headstand, you're welcome to do that. For the rest of us, we're going to plant the hands under the shoulders and spread the fingers really wide. So the bigger the base, the easier it is to balance, of course. And then bring the knees forward until you can drop the head down on the ground so that it forms a triangle with the two hands, kind of like an equilateral triangle. Then we want to bring the elbows in so that they're not wider than the hands. And that is key. That's what's going to make the posture easy. Now we're going to curl the toes under, lift the knees and hips, keep walking the feet forward with the hips nice and high. Try to place the knees onto the backs of the elbows and lift the feet off the ground. Again, if you want to lift your legs up, go ahead. Good job. Excellent. Nicely done, Michael. Let's just come into child's pose. Letting the forehead come to the ground. You can take your knees a little wider if you need to. You can support your forehead with hands or fists if you need to. Let's just rest for a breath or two or several. Okay. Slowly lift yourself up. Release off your feet, bringing the feet to the ground in front of you. And we'll bring the hands to the chest, or you can bring them forward for easier, up for harder, and we'll lower slowly to the ground. Once you come down, lift your hips, tuck them under, release back down, release the legs, shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now. And then rest the legs, rest the arms out away from the body. Close the eyes if you can. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, sinking the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, letting the lips part. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind, letting go of thoughts and images, past and present and future. And we'll come to feel our breath to keep us in the present. The breath is happening right now. Focus your mind on that. And release your breath so that you're not trying to breathe. Breath is simply happening, and you're just experiencing it with the fullness of your attention. Seeing if the mind can stay with the breath from the beginning to the end, and then starting again. And if the mind wanders, no problem. When you realize that the mind has wandered, you've already come out of your trance and you're back to the present. And you can return to the breath again. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock side to side. Feeling the ground, massaging your back. And come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll onto your side, rest your head on your right arm, rest your body on the ground. Rest your mind on whatever is here in this present moment. Perhaps the breath anchors you, or maybe you notice something else, sensations, feelings, anything that's happening right now. And then slowly make your way up to sitting any way that you're comfortable. Sit bones sink down, crown of the head lifts tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders, relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.